Hi there. Thank you for tuning in to my video on the 48 Laws of Power book. In this video, we'll be discussing the key takeaways and lessons from this best-selling book by Robert Greene. Whether you're looking to advance in your career, improve your relationships, or simply gain a greater understanding of the dynamics of power, this book has something to offer. So, what exactly are the 48 Laws of Power? Essentially, they are a set of rules and principles that, when followed, can help you increase your influence, achieve your goals, and navigate the often complex world of power dynamics. Some of the laws that we'll be discussing include: Law number 1, never outshine the master. Law number 2, never put too much trust in friends. Law number 3, conceal your intentions. Law number 4, always say less than necessary. Law number 5, so much depends on reputation, guard it with your life. These are just a few examples, and we'll be diving much deeper into the full list of laws throughout this video. One thing to keep in mind is that the laws outlined in this book are not meant to be taken literally or followed blindly. Rather, they are meant to serve as guidelines and thought-provoking ideas that can help you better understand the complexities of power and how to navigate them effectively. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first law of power, never outshine the master. It's all about the importance of being mindful of our place in a hierarchy and avoiding drawing too much attention to ourselves. The idea behind this law is that, in any group or organization, there is always someone who holds ultimate power and authority. It's important to respect this hierarchy and to be careful not to threaten the position of those in charge. By outshining the master, or drawing too much attention to ourselves, we risk undermining their authority and potentially damaging our own standing within the group. This doesn't mean that we should always hold ourselves back or shy away from demonstrating our abilities. Rather, it's about finding a balance and being mindful of how our actions might be perceived by those in positions of power. In practice, this might mean being strategic about how we present ourselves and our accomplishments. It could also involve being conscious of not taking credit for the work of others or seeking too much recognition for our own contributions. Certainly. As we continue with our discussion of the 48 Laws of Power, let's move on to law number 2, never put too much trust in friends. This law reminds us that, while it's important to cultivate and maintain close relationships, we should always be mindful of the fact that people can be unpredictable and that self-interest often comes into play. It's important to have a strong support system, but we should also be cautious about confiding in others or relying too heavily on them. Law number 3, conceal your intentions, is another important one to consider. This law advises us to be strategic about how we present ourselves and our goals. It's not necessarily about being deceptive or manipulative, but rather about being aware of the impact that our words and actions have on others and considering how best to achieve our objectives. Law number 4, always say less than necessary, is another key principle. This law suggests that it's often more effective to let our actions speak for themselves rather than constantly talking about what we're doing or trying to achieve. By being more selective with our words, we can create an air of mystery and intrigue that can be powerful in certain situations. Finally, law number 5, so much depends on reputation, guard it with your life, highlights the importance of maintaining a positive reputation. Our reputation is often the sum total of what others think of us, and it can have a major impact on our success and influence. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of how we present ourselves and to be careful not to damage our reputation through reckless behavior or poor judgment. I hope this gives you a better understanding of some of the key laws outlined in the 48 Laws of Power book. Of course, there are many more laws to consider, and I encourage you to pick up a copy of the book to learn more. I hope you enjoyed this video on the 48 Laws of Power book. If you found it helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more book summaries and analysis. Thanks for watching.